just to be a model to others, to be example. Like we see from that marriage something, God is looking for a role model who will show his children the best example of how a Christian home should be. So if I do what is right in my Christian home, why shouldn't I exhibit it for others to do what? To see it. To see it. To see it. Immorality is on social media. Why can't righteousness be on social media too? Jesus Christ said, let the two grow together. The evil and the good. Let the two grow together. Then why shouldn't I allow the right thing to grow? So he has given us a clue here. Brethren, when it is time for your light to put it under. So some people, the reason why they don't manifest or they don't show what grace of God, because the Bible says don't let your left hand know. And different is motive. Is what? The motive behind it. If my motive is to show, is pride, is arrogance, God see that in my heart. You get it now? If that motive is to show, if to oppress, is to impress, but I will go to impact. Do you understand? I do share testimonies for people to pick from it and do. When I share the revelation that no single day of strike when I was on campus, I've seen some of my children in the Lord that also activated it. And they came back with testimony. When I share testimony that I don't have headache for 33 years, I don't sick, and this is how I work it out. I have seen people who are sharing testimony of 5 years. Do you get it now? Becoming a light for others to copy. So don't let, I'm only doing it for God. When God knows, let say it. That's what he say here. Do you get it now? That's what he say here. When your motive is right, heaven will defend your testimony. You get it now? When your motive is what? But if your motive is selfishness, is pride, is oppression, is show off, is arrogancy, then you are doomed to consequence. You are doomed to face the consequence. I pray this will help us in Jesus' name. These things command and teach. Let no man despise your youth, but be thou an example. How will I be an example? If I do it under the bushel, you can't be example that way. Example, but be thou an example of the believers in your words, so you speak out. You say the right thing. You say what is right. You don't we want rubbish. You want something else. So the pastor right thing is in any deputy Jesus. Say it. Do you get it now? Say it. Truly, that shine light, you will face persecution. Even the real light himself, Jesus, face what? Persecution. So anyone that want to reflect light, the man that gave this ball said he failed how many times? 9. Yeah. Failure is not a threat to it light. It's just a test. And when you win that test, you eventually show forth. Light can never come forth by itself. There are procedures, there are things. You communicate, standing to yourself and decide to shine. But be thou an example of the believers in words, in conversation, that is in conduct, in your behavior. In your behavior. What I said did at you, I was not able to show. I want to see truly. I gave my life to Jesus when I was 12 years. And that was August 20, 1990. It was so clear. It was at Queen Amina's College in Kaduna. It was a youth conference. Although I've been preaching Christ, I started preaching at the age of 7. But that day I can't forget in my life. And from then till today, by the grace of God, no looking back. And some of the things I said I received in Christ, is one of them is light. So I used that 1 year among the courtiers to even test whether truly I carry the light. So tí bá tiẹ̀ gbé láàrin wọn jẹ́ kí n wò. And it gave me confidence that there is no place wherever you are, you will stand out. And it starts from the motive. So don't allow a conversation is part of where you will be example. Conversation means your what? Your behavior. How you relate. You say you are a Christian. You are nagging at this one. You insult your neighbor. You insult what's it called? Friends. Jesus Christ doesn't discriminate when it comes to relationship. In conduct, he was good to all. Unbeliever and believers. Do you get that? Like I share his testimony of that way the land and 1,000. When these people that want to give me the land came, it was we're making conversation on phone. So when they said to assign the land to him, he called me and I was looking at him for the first time. And the man said, please, we are going to the lawyer to come and sign the document. On top of 1,000 per annum, we sign document. So we went to sign the document. Then I challenged the man. Excuse me, you are seeing me for the first time. You don't even ask any question about me at all. He said, I've been here since yesterday. And I've been asking people about, wow. Even I asked Muslim. They say he's a great pastor. I asked nearly everybody I asked. They were giving me a testimony. Even where I typed this. When the pastor saw your name, he said, wow, this is my pastor. And I asked him, is he your pastor? No, he's not my direct pastor. I attend Anglican, but he's our pastor for this land. Do you hear that? In conduct. And the man said, I don't need to ask you any question again. Me to you. Conduct. No. You are not a light. In charity, in doing good, hospitality, giving out, being a blessing to people, blessing to neighbor. Generation in motility born again àti unbeliever jọ sá aṣọ tójò fẹ́ràn born again káti ẹnìkan ó fi tọ́ unbeliever sílẹ̀ tó rọ́ọ̀mù èṣù ni ìwọ gọ́gọ́ lójúlówó ọmọ èṣù. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. And in faith, your confidence in God, your life pattern after God, your belief in God and his word, and finally in purity, in holiness, in righteousness. In righteousness. One of the great sisters we just of recent got married last year, and thank God I didn't go there. It was accidental. I so much cherish the sister. And I wanted to use as an example. And somebody said, is it sister so? Say, don't say that too. Don't say that too. Ojú ló ti jọ ọmọ Ọlọ́run o. Even tó fẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ti jọ ń gbé almost 1 year. Kó tó ṣe wedding. No wonder. Mo sọ pé o ṣe church wedding ni only pastor is come and play. How will you be example and you don't do church wedding? Something is wrong somewhere. Impurity. Impurity. You don't say ayé ò rí ẹ, táyé ò bá rí ẹ, ọ̀run rí ẹ. Do you get it now? It's part of example. Be example in purity. We did something called testimony night, which you have turned to shower, brother shower now. I don't know the moral lesson behind brother shower. But your generation are just cooking something that doesn't edify. One day I deliberately said, I want to see where they want to this. You know, I position myself to attend, and I discovered that there is this thing doesn't edify anyone. In those days, have you ever heard about testimony night before? Heard about it? Have you ever witnessed one before? That's the problem. That's the Christian way. They have brought the evil things of the world into Christian church. What that language you hear dating is not our own. We don't date in Christianity. We don't date. But they brought it in. You understand? We have courtship. Courtship is different from dating. But today, you date. And while dating, impurity enters. But in courtship, wow, you celebrate purity. We courted for 5 years. 5 years of pure relationship. No sex, no kissing, no romance. For 5 years. And that is what led us to have testimony nights. Let your life so. Even when God was telling me to get wedded, he gave me just 2 months notice. My brother was saying, do it in Lagos. No. I am doing program for singles in Ile-Ife. My wedding in their presence. And I will let them attend my testimony night. The testimony night is where you are bold to share with coming generation. Be example to them how you live your life as single without a stain. Kò sí mọ́ torí pé àwọn èèyàn ní testimony mọ́. Wọ́n yọ kó Christian relationship generation yóò bá mọ́. Somebody did it when I was 14 years. I witnessed it when I was 14 years, and I decided that I also will wait to share the same thing. So if I waited, we both married as virgin. I was 30, she was 28. So if I waited, I must share the same testimony with the coming generation. I'm talking about light in conduct, in purity. So I rented event hall. Invited large number of people to him and share the testimony. The temptation we faced, the challenges we faced. All glory be to God. I have recorded more than 10 people that use our own as a yardstick to also have testimony night, and they also share their own. When I had your own, and that is Christendom. That is showing for the. But our generation, things. We just want a cover up, and we are not making our master happy because we don't have a testimony to share. Don't have testimony to share. So in this we have how to shine in the capacity God has given to us. 5 facts to know about shining light. Number 1, God created everyone to shine, but not everyone can shine. Note that God created what? To shine, but not everyone. I may not be able to express than that. Number 2, the impact you make determines your light, not the material you possess. Impact. The impact you make determines your light, not materials that you possess. Number of people your life affected positively. Not, I own this car, I own this one, I own that one. You tell me number of life that rise it with you. Hello? My pastor invited me here. You hear because of impact. There was a time I was invited to Lagos, one Redeemed Church in Lagos like that, a provincial headquarters, for 1.5 hour message. And the provision pastor said, what is so important or special about the man? You are bringing somebody to come and preach just an evening away from Ife. Tell me any pastor you want in Lagos. I will sponsor it. It's a very big and rich church. I said, honestly, I don't even know. Because the provincial pastor invited me. I said, please, what is about? I said, sorry. I don't know the person that invited me. I was invited up. We made the agreement and I decided to come. So later, after the message, the person just said, I was under your administration 2004, and when I had the challenges we are facing here, I look for who he have to tell us the Bible, but tell us with his own life, and I've been following since then, online, because disciples online. I've been following since then, and I see that you maintain the testimony. The truth. You understand? Only the truth. constant. Only the truth is what? Is constant. If you want to, if I am practicing hypocrisy, it will show. If it is a lie, it will show. You just go and listen to the messages, other messages. But you see, from day one till today, it is constant. One time, a man, you know, they had, we have had this story. Some students, they failed to attend an exam because they went for a party. And they came so late to the exam hall. So it was about 15 minutes to the end, and they came in and they begged the lecturer that, please, we had a problem with the engine of our car, and it was somewhere. You understand? And we are here late. There are 5 of them. And the lecturer says, no problem. You sit down there, sit down there, sit down there. Just have. You are not writing the test, it was test that everybody did. But I will dictate your own. Sit down where you are. Just it. Narrate the story how it happened. How the vehicle had a problem, how you solve it. Every one of you narrate it. Are they going to get it? The truth will be what? Constant. Will be constant. So they will write the same thing. So I just give you 10 minutes. So no means to communicate. So whatsoever you are developing your mind, this all cannot develop it. This all cannot develop it. So that is truth. So please, life of impact is expected of you. Your coming generation, you understand? Your siblings, they must learn from you. You live your life so well that even your boss, I want to join, they can learn from you. That's what I believe in. Number 3, every light has its own enemy and antagonist. Every light, what? Enemy and antagonist. Know that. Every light has its own enemy and antagonist. Antagonists include wrong orientation. Antagonists includes public opinion, ignorance, lust, laziness, procrastination, pride, worldliness. Every light has its own enemy. This sun is the greatest and the biggest light we ever have. I mean, sometimes now something is coming to cover it. I mean, and it can't be like this forever. Something is come to attack it. As much as we like it now, it will soon be attacked. But good news is that it will overcome that attack by tomorrow morning. True of us. Yeah. So this always having enemy and antagonist. That you have enemy and antagonist that it doesn't exist. That you have the dark, does that mean that there is no more sun? No. No. That's why the Bible says, here for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And number 4, the whole world is full of darkness and are waiting for your light to shine. World is full of darkness. Darkness is the major enemy of light. But when the light understands itself, it won't allow it. The whole world is full of darkness and are waiting for your light to shine. Number 5, you can only shine as light in the area of your purpose, of your calling. That's the truth. You can only shine in the area of your purpose. That man called Rich Fool was really doing what right, but eventually when he's supposed to shine, he was unable to shine because he missed the purpose why God made him to be rich. it meets that purpose. So your light is basically in the area of your purpose, your calling. Your calling. Can somebody help me to read that book of Luke? If possible, if you have your Bible that have different versions, just help me to read Luke chapter 12 verse 15. Just verse 15 alone. I want different versions. You will understand what I'm talking about. That many can say you are great when heaven is saying, no, your ways my ways, neither your thoughts are my thoughts. Can we read it? Luke 12 verse 15. He said unto them, take heed, beware of Mashojukokoro, láti jẹ́ta light. It's not every light that is genuine. Mashojukokoro. The life of a man does not consist of a man. It's not in what he possesses. So it's not in the materialism. It's in purpose fulfillment. Can you read another version? KJV. You read KJV, Abi? Give me another version. Amplify. Okay. Okay. Do you hear that? The life of your timing is not a product of what you possess. It's more of impact. It's more of purpose. So people will have wrong orientation. Even our pastor. But when you're Ogo is not in the car. It's not. So this is where a lot of people fail to shine. They shine wrong lights. And heaven doesn't call it light. The life of a man is not derived from how wealthy he is. Yes? Can you read NLT? To this. Beware. Don't be greedy for what you don't have. Real life is not measured how much you hold. That's not real life. It's not the light. Real life does not measure by how much you hold. A lot of from our university level, secondary school level, we are using the weight of our parents to brag. I remember in those days, I have a lot of people around me that are wealthy. And that's our firstborn, my family, the same father, the same mother, was the manager for Mike Adenuga in Cornwall. It's in an hotel. I wanted to get a pick. Second born, work with Wanko. He's the regional manager Southwest for Wanko. I want to say picnic. So I'm surrounded with a very wealthy people. But I will tell them, I don't live by what you have. I don't believe in it. When I was on campus, they asked me, "Sure, need your money?" I tell them, let me go by my own way too. The distance between us one year to is 10 years. So it's you to know it's like my big dad. But actually, what I'm saying in essence is that I love to live life, even from childhood when we are still coming up. So Mumalon Rayamu jeans. This way I'm going. Then I have a friend. That friend good get now. It's a son to medical doctor, the firstborn. A little bit than him. But we are in the same class. When you see the stature, it's very big. So he always go around some girls who have, but to whom, no, I don't girlfriend, I don't want girlfriend. I don't believe in girlfriend. So my wife will come right time. So he has a kind of bullying, but some of these girls like more than him. So one just want to brag. Oh, the man was designer. Yeah, no. Well, then I wore my own jeans. Yamu jeans. He wore a brand new jeans that day. So lójú àwọn girls yẹn bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé Timo, you like to wear this, but you don't want. You always use okrika. You understand? Part of those girls laughed. But this is someone that nothing in life can hit me. Hello? Okay. I just told him. I will still prefer that one. Hello? Okay. I told him. No, with a smile. I have a right answer. Do you know what? Your dad and I, we are colleagues. We are working to buy. So the way your daddy bought this for you, I work to buy this for myself. So èmi àti daddy elajo wà ní set kan náà. So but capacity tèmi ó sì lè gbé Tòkunbọ̀ now. Can your capacity buy even to tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? So ti ṣiṣẹ́ owó tó lè dára. You are using your dad to brag before these girls. You are a fool. You tell me why wọ́n ra fẹ́ mi fúnra mi ni mo ṣe iṣẹ́. Mo ṣe kí ni o? Tí so èmi àti daddy ẹ̀ la jọ ṣiṣẹ́, we are the working class. Ara ẹ̀ balẹ̀. Most time we use what we have around us to brag. But this one is saying no. No matter how rich you are, your light is not in photocopy. Your light is not in pride, in arrogancy. Your light is what you develop as the potential God has given to you and you deploy to humanity. Do you know that all the law were categorized into only two? Number one, love God. And number two, others. There is no one of love yourself. So no provision for self. So if you really want to see the light, your light shine on what you do to both God and others. You can only shine as light in the area of your purpose and your calling. I'm not called for myself. What I'm doing now, I'm not preaching for myself. I am preaching to you. I am impacting you. Holy Spirit to help us. Do you have NIV? Okay. 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 Okay, it's still the same thing. The message. Okay, read the message. Speaking to the people. Uh-huh. 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 Life is not defined by even when you have a lot. Life. So when you're talking about light, don't have a shallow understanding about it. It's not about creating the wealth. I started a foundation, Unction Timothy Charity Foundation, and I was sharing when I was doing palliative giving to people last year. I think I distributed palliative twice, and I was telling them, it's not that I have. You understand? It's not that I have in abundance and I want to give. It's just because I love humanity. And what I have. Oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ gbé yìí èmi náà máa gbé bẹ̀ tèmi náà lọ jẹ. Èmi náà máa gbé portion tèmi náà máa lọ jẹ. It's born out of, and when God sees that this was done, He began to raise, help. I was able to pay some people's school fees. I discovered that wow, èmi tó jẹ́ pé àti jẹ gan was so difficult 6 months ago. And because the mind to give to others was given, I can call on the second time. Okay, I'm doing, even without money, I am doing palliative another time. For people to be a blessing to them. What are the major hindrances to shining light? Number one, fear of the unknown. What are the hindrances to shining light? kí làwọn kan tí jẹ́ kéèyàn tàn mọ́lẹ̀? Fear of the unknown. Hey, tí bá lọ ṣe báyìí tí nǹkan báyìí bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ńkọ́? What if I go? A lot of people will tell me that kò sẹ́ tó máa sponsor mi ní mi lè ṣe lọ sí school. Yo, no. You don't have knowledge ló ṣe lọ sí school. You don't have vision ló ṣe lọ sí school. I tell you the truth. I have sent forth a lot of people to school, giving them right orientation. Gbogbo tí wàá ná ní school inú school yẹn ló wà. When I enter UI, you understand? The mindset was, how much do they spend? Àwọn tó bá ṣe economics. Kí ni cash flow that move in UI, within UI? So the first thing you examine the cash flow. Look at the business. If you are economist, you will read the cash flow. Kí ni number, kí ni size students? What are the necessary prospect of budgets tí wọ́n máa ná síta? So I study UI then. I discovered that in a day UI is having cash flow of about 15 million. Then why will I be among those who give and not those who receive? So you sit down and count the cost. So sat down. How will I receive from this cash flow? All glory be to God. I don't receive much. I receive minimum of 5,000 every day from the cash flow from the university. 5,000 per day. It's just an analysis. I have even 2 secretaries that were working for me as a student. No, I was paying them salary. No, I was doing almost 4 businesses at the same time. I was doing printing. I was doing photocopying. You understand? I have a photocopy machine and printing and printing. The printing I'm talking about is flex, poster and the like. Then I was selling boxers. So I would go to Baggy, buy 3 for 500, 3 for 500 t-shirts, or as boxer I will sell it for 300 naira. So I bought 500, I sell 300. That's how much? 900. So it's a kind of mindset. Then the flow was coming in. Easily I pay my school fees without asking anybody. I've seen someone that doesn't have parents, no father, no mother, and study medicine in UI. That's my greatest blow. Brother Femi, he study, no dad, no mom, nobody, no it. Ọjọ́ tó ti wọ UI kò lọlé because no relative. Ó dẹ̀ di medical doctor. I challenge him, Bro Femi, nígbà tẹ́ mọ̀ pé kò sí olùrànlọ́wọ́ kí ló tẹ́ lọ mú medicine. Ó ní that is my purpose. Èmi sì ṣe testimony tèmi àti mo tún lọ́gàá. He said, yes, my riches are here within the school. Do you know what he did? He just went to meet some professors that were on campus. He was doing the cleaner. He was a cleaner to them, doing teaching for their children. You understand? Class, what's called tutorial for their children and the like. And just tell them, please, you give me the money at the end of the month. Don't pay me now. This is my problem. He just only have 4 of them. And the 4 of them make sure that this, because when they saw the conduct, the good boy in him, and to go from 150,000. Before you know it, O successfully finished his medicine from UI, and the last time I checked, he was married with 2 kids. No life. And then he comes and sponsor me school. You don't really have right orientation. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You don't have anybody to blame in life. You are the architect of your own life. The moment you are able to clock 14, what do I call it? 14. You are architect of your life. That's the age I pick up my own life. As a yardstick. You understand? At age 14. At age 14. I fed my family for good 6 months. During MKO crisis. So if I can do it then anybody, if you have right orientation, you can do it. When my children are going to school, I will tell them, go with a skill. Is money. You understand? My wife was a student from Ire, So when she went for UNN through Yaba Tech, it's the same orientation. Just go and learn. Aṣọ mi ya lásán. You understand? Mo fẹ́ ṣe bọ́tì, mo fẹ́ ṣe 100 naira, 200 naira is something. No, that time when I caution you. Just bring your machine at the entrance of your room, and you leave. So little thing to need I have a son from school. Local sent first tithe 20,000. That should be around 20 years ago. Money kilo shele, only a lecturer just gave me a contract. 100 level. Now sending money to mommy at home. Mommy Egba. Do you get it what I'm saying? So fear of the unknown a lot of time kill light from shining. Do you get it now? I do tell people, don't say you don't have people somewhere if you have God. If you have what? God. Is God there? Because I enter places as if I know them before. Since I'm carrying God and God is everywhere, I will find you. So have that understanding. Have that understanding. Fear of the unknown. Sometimes you face blockages in life because of your own fear. That's why the Bible says we are not given that spirit to fear. Number 2, status quo mentality. The status quo. The master first degree. Me first degree. I don't want to proceed again. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. In family, because I don't graduate, you can see that, my sister. Because I don't graduate, they become first graduate, and you are rejoicing. And when your script say you must have your PhD, even you must become a professor, then you can lower your own standard by yourself. It happened to Lazarus. The Bible says he desired. It's not God sent him. It's not purpose. He desired to eat from the scrum. What do you desire? Do you desire lower grade, or you desire immaturity, or you desire higher ground? I love that sister. Only it doesn't matter what you see now. You understand? I know whom I am. No matter what you see in me now, it doesn't matter. Do you understand? I know whom I am. Number 4, spirit of mediocrity. Average. Local champion. Spirit of mediocrity. When you allow it in yourself, it hinders your shine. The Bible says you shall be above only. Above only. Above only. When we talk on the area of your calling, you must be number 1. Number 1. Number 1 to be called upon, to be reckoned with. Don't go because of what you want to eat. It's not what you will eat, but who God call you to become. Understand that. Number 4, the effect of darkness. Darkness shall cover the head. Truly, we see that. And that's why the Bible says the Son of God made manifest to destroy the works of the devil. This is where we need prayer. Excuse me. There is no free land anywhere. Everywhere has been occupied. Demon occupy everywhere. Satan occupy everywhere. Do you know that Satan, he has experience more than you do? Do you know that? Contended with God, contended with Jesus, contended with Abraham. Then who are you before him? But the confidence we have is that we bring Jesus in us, so we don't confront the devil by our strength, but by Christ who is in us. The effect of darkness will always want to bring down your light. But it is you that must agree in your spirit, in your soul, and in your body that darkness can never overcome me. Don't allow that to. Then number 4, faith in man. Meditation. Faith in man. Confidence in man. Faith in man. Most time we say, mi ò léyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n ní admission ní Unilọrin. Tala ní bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Most time people fail because they don't have somebody there. I look for someone that will carry. The man sat down for 38 years at the poolside because he doesn't see man. Even when a man came to help him, the question is still that I doesn't see man. Who is this before you? So even if your mentality is that man must help you, even when the man come, you will not see. Jesus Christ stood before him. Is he not a man? What is he looking for again? Faith in man could call limitation. Don't allow the devil to put that. One time some of my children said, we need somebody in that, the registrar who will assist us, and we need accommodation, we need this one, we need this one. I said, do you have Jesus? Say yes. Do you carry Jesus? I said yes. Now go with Jesus. If it is God that created them and you carry Jesus, they will give you. That is Jesus, just like that. I said the only thing is that make sure you smile. Do what? Smile. And you go. Smile. So the two of them went. They are very small. It was on Saturday. They went to the office. They went to the office. You know, they were encouraging themselves. They were encouraging themselves. They won't worry you. You know, it was a difficult accommodations issue there in OAU. So when they got to that, and the moment a man came out, the two of them just smile at the same time. And he just look at them going, yes, young girl, can I help you? He say, and they now need, and we need accommodation. Just like that. The man just say, just like that. You needed accommodation. And you come that way. I like your boldness. What are your names? And that's how they got accommodation. I love your boldness. So when they were sharing his testimony in the church, I said, that's it. Carry God to them. And God doesn't frown his face. Smart. It has happened to me before. No, the man to sign one compulsory course for us in UI there. No, it to sign a course. I was so busy that I don't even have time. So I have to go to, it's a geology department for my own faculty. And when I go there, come and see crowd. They say the man refused to sign. And this to sign all 200 level, students. The man refused to sign. I said, don't worry, my case is different. And I just give me the way, let me go. I knock at the door. I entered. So as I was entering, the first thing is to smile. So the form in my pocket, actually. So I enter into the smile. And yes, how can I help you? Then I prostrated. Conduct. I said, I have a little challenge, sir. And I was told that you are the one that can help me out. Keep on smiling. And the man said, okay, what's the problem? Then I pick out the form that you have to. I said, and I don't sign, I don't sign this thing. And he signed, and he signed it. And I prostrated again. Thank you, sir. And I was going out. I show it to all of them. He signed this. So they rush it. Don't say you don't have any man. Since you have God, you can challenge anything. You enter any office. You can before think. You get it now. But most time, when we are putting our faith in man, make us to forget that we carry God. Ignorance. That's the thing. My people perish because they lack knowledge. Ignorance. And last one, Satan and sin factor. The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Devil is against your light. I always tell people, whatsoever potential you carry, whatsoever ability you carry, whatsoever energy you carry, devil has interest. Devil very low, the same gift in my hand. Oh, not very low. The same way God likes you, devil also wants you. I pray you will not fail in Jesus' name. We have the following example, just write it down. I may not be able to take it. In the Bible, we have the 2 out of 3 servants who invested. It's a story about capital investment entrepreneurship, and the proper use of scarce economic resources. So in the Bible we have example of shining lights, others doing things. So they have some people that they are given talent to, and they exhibited their own. They did valiantly. We have story of Joseph. That's why he was sold out at the age of 17 years, and at the age of 30, between 17 and 30, he was able to develop himself to the extent that he became prime minister of the same country that he was a slave to. That's why it was a promise of God. He worked it out. Do you hear that? It's not automatic. He worked it out. Don't tell me every prophecy must come to pass. Men work it out. You remember the story of Jacob and Esau? When they were in the womb, the prophecy say that the elder will serve the younger. Do you remember? Did Esau serve Jacob? Huh? Answer me. Did Esau serve Jacob? No. No. Because the father gave him a clue. Despite he sold the birthright, despite the prophecy from God, despite that was due to him, what came with 70? How many men was 400 men? I discover that. Hello? You discover that for good 5 times, when Jacob met with Esau, he was bowing down to say, "My Lord, my Lord, my Lord." And I want to feel Esau there. This is the age of maturity. But excuse me, before you take a shortcut, you can never get the original from God. Shortcut, Lokuba. Shortcut cut short lives. That is the reason why Joseph said, "How will I do this and sin against God?" Do you know? Let me complete that statement for you. If I sin against God, He cancels His plan for me. If that guy were to sleep with Potiphar's wife, no prime minister again. No prime minister. So you must work it out. That's why it's given to you. That's why I was laboring yesterday. Switch it on. Switch it on. There are things you must not joke with. And Daniel is another one. A servant that led 4 kings. A servant that was authority to 4 kings. Daniel. Oh no, teenage. He did something. We have a lot in our generation. The secular world, we have Thomas Suarez. He set up his company at the age of 11. Imagine that. Age of 11, set up a company. These are the great people. You understand? His interest in technology and programming led him to learn Python, Java, Carrot, from age 11. From age 11. We have Christopher Paolini. He started his best-selling series, Inheritance, at age 15. He is one of the world's youngest author. Age 15, don't produce the way out. Many of us, we are waiting. And you are to shine the light, from your Jerusalem. That's where I start. I start yesterday. And you continue to move. We have people like Oluwadara. He's a Yoruba guy. You understand? At 24, he's reputed as the youngest PhD holder in Africa from University of Lagos. 24, PhD holder, Nigeria. She got her BSc Mathematics at 17. At 17. At 17. University. Look at PhD. Almost Nigeria. You understand? God has given it to us, but don't forget those enemies. Those enemies always affect us. We so much believe in environment more than standing out. It's one of the things that will help you. When others are sitting down to stand up, you are not everybody. You are somebody different. So if anybody is standing up, you will stand out. And if anybody want to stand out, they make you a standard. Daniel Adeyinka, 19, is the youngest certified and licensed commercial pilot in Nigeria. Commercial pilot, not just pilot.